Hello guys. So in this video, basically what we're going to do is to show you how to um do crypto trading, okay? Especially for beginners. I'm going to teach you simple things about trends and how you can pick trade, okay? So the first thing I will do is let me quickly share my screen. You might be hearing my child talk in the background, so yep. So let me know. Can you see my screen, please? Can you see my screen? Please drop a comment if you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just drop a comment in the group. All right. So I believe you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Okay, so people say I can see my screen. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you need what we call ByBit, but you can use any other platform. You need a crypto exchange platform. So you can use ByBit, you can use Binance, you can use any platform basically that you have. But the one that we're going to be using now, I will try it with ByBit, okay? So, but it's the same thing across different platforms. So now you also might need, but it's not compulsory. If you are just picking signals, you don't need this, but it's called, no, not Trading View. It's called, Trading View. Trading View, this one, Trading View. All right. Then what again do you need? You need ChatGPT. All right. For example, there's a signal in this group that we just pasted, okay? So it's in this crypto with Sola, but I have pasted it here. So you can just copy this. But if you are using the crypto with Sola, so you will need to go to the group and type it manually and because you can't copy and paste in that group. So what I would do now is I will go to ChatGPT. If you want to pick trade, you just go to ChatGPT, go to crypto trading calculator, or you can just search for it in Explore GBT. So crypto trading calculator, I created this. So what you need is what we call the order value. Now, if you want to understand what order value is, you can just click on it and it will explain to you. Order value is the amount of capital you need to allocate to a trade based on how much you are willing to risk and where your stop loss is set. It's calculated using this formula. Order value equals risk over stop loss, where stop loss percentage depends on your entry price, stop loss price, and whether the trade is long or short. So it says, when you want to try a real example, so you can learn more about this. So basically, order value is basically the amount you are willing to, the amount of the capital you need to allocate, okay, after you know how much you want to risk. So for example, if you want to raise 5% of your money, you want to raise $20, you want to raise $5, you want to raise you want to raise $50. It all depends on how much you are willing to risk. Okay? Heck. So now let's continue. So let's say that you are given this trade. So what you can do is, and you are willing to risk $10. So you can copy it here. All right. So this is the trade. So you just say, I am willing to risk. I'm willing to risk let's say $10 or let's say $5. Okay, I'm willing to risk $5 with this trade. So you see, it has calculated it for you straight up. All right, it has calculated. So the first thing it calculated is order value. You know, stop loss is already given. So you know this stop loss percentage is already given. Assuming it's not given, you need to calculate it. So let's assume it's not given. So assume percentage, stop loss percentage is not given. So it will calculate it for you. All right. It will calculate it for you. See, it's the same thing. So it will calculate it for you. So basically, if you want to enter any trade that a signal is given, you need to know how much you will need, you know, to enter the trade. For example, now you will need like 312. All right. That means you need to enter with 312. Now, the leverage will also determine how you enter the trade. Okay. So now let's go to trading view. I just want to show you a simple thing to note. So if you go to chart, okay, from this chart you can go to, you see where it says Apple, just click on it. No, is it Apple that we're looking for? Oh yeah, so just Apple below. Click on it. So once you click on it here, for example, the trading that we want to enter is BNB USDT. So you can come here and search for BNB. You don't need all of these things, but it's good that you know BNB USDT. So you can use this Binance or you can use this ByBit. But remember, what we're trading is futures. So this one, the second one here is spot. All right. So you need to look at the one that is not spot. All right. So let's see. So perpetual. You see, we have BNB USDT perpetual. So let's choose this one. So it's telling me to log in. All right. It's telling me to log in now. So let me stop sharing my screen and log in. So I will start sharing my screen again. No. So like I said, you don't need all of these things, but it's good that you also know them. All right. So let's say, for instance, you search for BNB USDT perpetual. All right. So let's look at it. So I'm using ByBit. Now this is the BNB. I don't know how they, one of the ways you can even analyze the trade yourself. Okay, you can analyze the trade yourself. For example, we have different hour rates. So here, if you look at this one, you see it's on 15 minutes. So I can change it. There's something called touchdown analysis. The first thing you're gonna do is look at in a day, for instance. For example, in a day, this BNB USDT, look at how it's growing in a day. So if you look at this, you see that we are more like in an uptrend. Okay, we are more of uptrend. So uptrend is it going up or is it going down? So if you look at this very well, you see it's more like uptrend, all trend. All right. So you see that this thing is going how? It's going up. All right. You see that this thing is going up like this, right? Is it not going up? It's going up. It's going up, right? You see, it's going up. So now, like I said, this is not compulsory if you are just picking trades, but it's good that you know, because sometimes trading can also be, the signals can be wrong sometimes, So even though the signals are correct, the market can go anywhere. So this is more like an uptrend in a daily. So, and you can see here that they are asking us to do what? To buy long. Yeah. So we're still in an uptrend. Now let's take it to 4 hours. Under 4 hours, you see it's still uptrend in 4 hours. Even though it went down somewhere here. Okay. You see, even though somewhere here it went down, you see it's still going up. It's still going up. It's still going up. So let's look at this. This is just simple thing. In fact, right now, if you go and buy itself, it's dangerous zone, because if you look at this thing is more like oversold. But let's look at it. So, but you see, it's still an uptrend, right? Now, if you look at this candle, all of these things are what we call candles, okay? If you look at this candle, if you look at this candle, you see this one that the arrow is pointing. You see that one, the market, the buyers are trying to sell, but they couldn't sell it. So everybody, there was no decision. So, and you can see that the next one here is going up. So it is a buy opportunity. So they are also correct. So all of these things, like I said, it's not. This one is something that you need to learn differently, but I'm just trying to share an overview of what you need to know. All right, because if you look at this there, you see that this thing is going up. Can you see? It's going up. So it's an uptrend that we are in. All right, it's an uptrend that we are in. Now, you can now change it to 1 hour again. You see, under 1 hour too, it's still uptrend. If you change it to 45 minutes, or let's change it to 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Let's see what is happening. See if you can zoom in. You see, it's downtrend in 5 minutes. But it's still going up here. This one is an uptrend, but if you look at it very well, you see that it's still is a downtrend in 5 minutes time, because if you look at it from here, you see it's going down, right? It's going down. So in 5 minutes is a downtrend, but generally we're in an uptrend. All right, generally. But in fact, we can also say it's an uptrend, because if you look at this place, right, you see that the market, this one that we have here, has not gone to meet. It's not going down, right? So it's still an uptrend generally. So, all right. And they say we should pick the trade from where? From 644. All right. So let's go and look at 644. So they say we should long it from 644. Let me change it back to 1 hour and see. So 644. 644. This is it. This is the 644 that I think we should take it from. All right. So entry 644. Stop loss 678. So 644. You can also pick it now. If they say 644 and you can see that this is going up, right? You can also pick it because at the moment the price is at 662. In fact, you can also pick it from here now, because this is actually more like a good entry point as well. But maybe they are just waiting for confirmation. All right, because this one you can see is counting down 50, 26. It's counting down. So let's look at 4 hours. This one, is right. So let's go to the trade. All right. let's go to the trade. So if you go to here, so in this account I have $162. So I will go to trade, okay, and then I'll search for B and B. So if you want to pick any trade, okay, you know, like I said, the most important thing, all this trading view that I'm showing you is something else you need to learn later. But if you want to pick trade, you need just ChatGPT and ByBit or any platform. So you just paste it here. So you see, it says here that if I told you that I'm willing to raise $5, all right. So it says that the order value should be 312. All right, 312. So I'll go to this place. I'll click on long. Okay, sorry. Let's go back. I'm not. So you click on that USDT or anything that is there. It's usually USDT that we say. Click on USDT, BTC USDT. Then set for what again? BNB USDT. Make sure that you are selecting the USDT perpetual. So because that's what you are using, spots. Ensure that you're also in futures. All right. Because sometimes if you are in home, if you click on trade, you might not be in futures, you'll be in spot. So spot is different. Okay. So futures is what you need. So click on futures. All right. Then here they say 644. So I can pick it up from here. You know, you can also analyze the trade from here. So you see 6661. And they say we should pick it from 644. So maybe that is more like a confirmation. All right. So because sometimes if you look at, let's go back to that trading view. Let me see something. So I go back to, let's say, daily 644. They say we should pick it from 644 because you see, if something happened in the past, it is likely that it's going to happen again. Although from this 644, you know, in the past, it's more like going downtrend. So why are they saying 644? You see? Because most of the 644 is downtrend in daily candle. Let's look back. You see, even here, this you know, this line, this blue line that I drew, you know, is showing the history of the trade in 644. So the only 644 now that I'm seeing that is downtrend, it will go down. So it's possible that this trade will go down. But let's look at weekly. Okay. So, okay, let's go back to 4 hours. Let's go and see what happened in the past in 4 hours. 644. In 4 hours, it went down. This trade is most likely is gonna go down. Most likely is gonna go down. But you know, like they are experts, so they might be experts than me. But most likely, in fact, even here is overbought. So it's most likely to go down this trade. All right. Most likely to go down. Under 1 hour, let's see 644. What happened in 644 in the past? Let's go and see. In the past, yeah, you see, is downtrend. All the indicators, even here too, is down. Even here is downtrend. Look at this place. Look at this place. You see? Even the trade in 644 in the past is going down. All of the 644, except here. That's why it seems to go up a bit in the past. All right. But most of the 644 is downtrend though. Also the 644 is downtrend. So if you are taking this trade, make sure that you are risking what you like. Of course, like I said, $5 is what I want to risk with this trade. So anyway, so you go to the trade, They say 644, right? Did they say long or buy? Let me go and confirm. Because, yes, they say long buy. BNB at 644. Okay, let's try it though. So at the moment it's 660. So you go to long, click on long. Like I said, make sure you are in futures. Click on long. Then click on cross. Make sure it's in cross. Then you can increase this to like 50 or depending on the leverage you want to use. But with this formula that we are doing, your leverage does not matter because either you use big leverage or you use small leverage, it will still, if you are going to lose, you're going to lose that $5. Okay. So click on this market. Okay. Click on this market. Once you click on this market, change it to limit because it's limits that you are using. All right. Then here, remember the price that they say you should enter. That is the entry point. All right. Let's go back to where is my stuff here. Okay. This is it. Entry price. That entry is the price. So 644. You put 644 here. 644. Order value. That is what you are trying to get. Okay. With that ChatGPT. So the order value is 312. 312. Because you want to lose $5. 312. All right. Can you see? Your total money that is going to be used is 6.51. The total money that I'm going to use in my money. So stop loss and take profit. You just click on this stop loss and take profit. Make sure that your own is in advance. Okay. So if it is in advance, all right, then you click on this plus. So this one, make sure is in, these four settings, make sure that it is in trigger by P and L. Because before I used to use trigger by ROI. Okay. So make sure that it's in trigger by P and L. Please enter your expected profit or loss to calculate the trigger point. So make sure that it's in that. This one too, make sure that it's in trigger by P and L. This is also important. Okay. Because my own is not even there before. All right. Then this one, make sure that is in entire position, not current order, entire position. Okay. So what do we need here? The stop loss. Okay. The take profit. They say the take profit is what? TP is the take profit 678.9. 678.9. Can you see? So because I am risking very little, if this trade happens to work, you look at this place where it says market take profit order will be triggered when market price reaches 678.9. Okay, expected profit. Can you see 16.75? Because I'm risking just $5. All right, 16.75. Then here take stop loss. Stop loss is 633.7. 633.7. All right. Can you see? So the way you even know that what you calculated is correct is that your stop loss is going to be almost the same. So, I told ChatGPT that I'm willing to lose $5. So you see that here it says 4.9. So that's the way it's calculated for me, which is good. So once you are happy, just click on confirm. And remember, you are longing. Okay, so because you are longing, it's very important. This is where you put long. If you are shorting, if they say you should short, make sure that you change this to this place so that it's being short. But remember, we are longing, so make sure that it's in long. So click on confirm. Once you are done, come and click on long again. Okay, long again. So you see, now if you look at this place, you see that everything is in order, right? So once this trade triggers, when it gets to 644, you can see that at the moment it's in 659. All right. Once it gets to 644, once the trade gets to 644, it will trigger and it will be shown here at position. So make sure that you go and check your trade once in a while when it gets to the position. Let's go back to this. I just want to see. I wish, was it 644? 644. So you see that this thing is six. It's not on 644. It's on 6. Oh, no wonder. You see, our trading analysis was wrong. So it's not 644. It's on 6. Let me change this. This blue, you see, I want to change it to 644. All right, so it was on 662. Nah, no wonder. That's why no wonder I was saying that everything on that place was going down. No wonder. So let's put it at 644. 644. Let's just say 644.12. Now, if you go and check the history, you'll see that it will be different. Okay, so in daily 644, right? This blue line is on 644, but it's still kind of downtrend in daily. All right, so but let's see. But you see here, even though it went up, but it's because of the one that was down before. 644. This one was uptrend here. You know, let me just be marking them. Okay. You see here, it was uptrend. Even though it's not touching it, but it was uptrend. 644. You see here, somewhere uptrend there. 644 daily. That's the daily candle. Let's look at the 4 hours candle. 644. 644. It's still more or less a downtrend for many of the trade. But let's look at this one. Oh, okay. This one is still uptrend a bit, but it's not on the support. Okay. So we can, maybe one of these days, I would come up and show you a little bit about trading analysis. I will also share an ebook with you in the group about how these candles work so that we can all learn. Because see, it's good that you get trading signals, but don't depend on trading signals alone. You need to also learn how to trade yourself. And these candles are the main, they call it Japanese candles, okay? They are the main way to trade. You can see here, this 644, you can see here on the hourly candle, it's on uptrend. It shoots from this place. So it's still very okay. All right. So now that we've done that, do we have anybody who has any question? Let me see if I can allow you to ask questions. Let me stop my screen first. If you have questions, just raise up your hand, please. You'll see the button to raise. Okay. So you have like 2 people that are raising up their hand. Okay, let's start with Saba. Allowed to speak. Yeah, please go ahead and speak. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, I have understood the whole concept between getting the prompt to do the trade and of course going to ByBit and doing the ChatGPT. My question is, what is the role of TradingView? It's just for you to check, analyze, but it's nothing to do with inputting a trade or anything, right?
Yeah, so it has nothing to do with the signal that's been sent. It's just that you see that trading view is what professional traders use to analyze trade before they even pick trade. You know all those signals that they give us?
Yes.
They use trading view to analyze the trade, and then they will now say, okay, based on this analysis, this is what is likely to happen. So they will now pick the stop loss, the the
Okay.
profit, everything. So I'm just saying that it's good for you to know about the trading view as well, because you can go on YouTube and look at how to analyze Canva. But the book I'm also going to send you is going to also help. So when you that trading view is going to help you you can even pick or analyze trade yourself and win the market. You understand? So you don't need to wait
Yes.
for signals. But
Okay.
for the signals that is being sent into the group, all you need for now is just ChatGPT. If you don't have ChatGPT, or if you don't want to use ChatGPT, you can do the calculation yourself using the formulas provided. But ChatGPT would help, because I've already programmed that ChatGPT to help you with the calculation.
Okay. Second question. The ChatGPT, I have to use. I think you sent something on the group, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you will resend it again, please, if you don't mind.
Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, don't worry, sir.
Or in any case, if I copy
I've
this,
seen it. Yeah.
if I copy the trade to ChatGPT, I can still. Yes, I see it. Okay. If
So
by any chance on ChatGPT, I just copy and say maybe, can you calculate for me what do you call it? Can you calculate for me the order value? It will, of course, right?
yes. Just I've already programmed ChatGPT for you. So like I
Perfect.
said, if Shola shares that signal, you won't be able to copy and paste. So you can just type it in ChatGPT. And the main thing you need, for example, let me show you. Let me just show you a quick example of what I mean. Let me share my screen again.
Okay.
So this is the GPT I created. So if you come here, so you see it's gonna start all over again. So here, once you come here, what you then do is, for example, if Shola shares something like that, you remember, like I said, you cannot copy it just like I copy it here, because in their group they limit copying. So what you can then do is just come to ChatGPT and say, for example, say, okay, I want to pick trade. I want to pick a trade and help me get order value. So because I've already programmed it, it says not found. So let me maybe because I've been using it here before, let me just delete this one and I'll tell it to do it again. So this is the GPT. All right, so I'll say I want to pick trade, help me with order value. Let's see if it will work now. Because sometimes this GPT, hey, do you see? So it says, sure, I need the following details to calculate your order value. Type, long, buy, or short, sell. Entry point. All it needs is your entry point, stop loss, and the risks you are willing to take. All right. So that risk
Yes.
is the amount you are willing to lose, that it will not pay you. You
Yes.
understand what I mean? So
Yes.
how much? Let me now ask you, how much are you willing to lose in this trade? For example, let's just use an example.
10
10.
euro.
Okay. Say
$10. Yes.
so you can say risks. You can put it at any order. So risks. You can say $10. Okay. Then entry. Remember
644 from Sola.
644. Then stop loss.
Stop loss 633.7.
633.7, right? So remember, it also asks you for long, so you can say long, okay? Because
Okay.
the way it will calculate for long will be different from the way it will calculate for short.
For short.
In fact, for
Okay.
example, let's say that you forget to put the long. Let's put it there. So it will ask you, I believe it should ask you, do you see? It said,
Yes.
got it, please
Yeah.
confirm the trade long or buy. So I will now say long. So you see, it is now. So it has calculated it. It doesn't even, because I have programmed it, I told it not to do all this calculation, not to be showing the calculation, just show the answer. So, but if you want to know how it calculates, say, how did you get that? How did you get that? So it will
That
tell
one,
you.
yes.
Uh-huh.
It
So
will
it will
show
now
the
tell you, to
breakdown.
show you the formula.
Yes.
Can you see? Here's the step by step. Now, if you now want the step by step, it will show you. Do you see the
I get
formula?
it.
So the formula is already there. So the correct correction. Look at it. It said the correct order, it's even made a mistake there. Say the correct order value is 625, not 520. That's for that. Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
So sometimes you also need, anyway, by the time you are imputing it, okay, for example, let's go and use the first one it gave us. Okay.
The 593, yes.
By the time you are imputing it, make sure that when you are checking how much you are going to lose, it should not be more than $10. All right. So let's go and do that. So let's go back to the trade. So I will need to cancel this one because let's cancel this one. So I just cancel it. The trade has not triggered, so I can just cancel it. So if you come here, the price that they say we should enter is how much? 644, Abby?
644, yes.
644. That one, I even made a mistake there. I put something. So 644. And what the ChatGPT said?
593.
593. So come here and put 593. Okay?
No. 593. You put 563.
Oh, sorry. 593.
Yes, and then you go to the top loss.
So you go to
stop
loss, or click on it. Then remember you are long. So come here.
Yes, 678.9.
678.9.
And the stop loss is 633.7.
633.7.
So it's almost there again.
So it's still correct because it's about 9.47. You understand? Because you say you are willing to lose. So this one is still not bad because you say you are willing to lose $10 and it's giving you this. But let's assume that the one that it told us
625.
625. Okay.
Yes, so insert it the 625 now on the order value.
625. 625.
And then let's go to the top loss. It will be the same, right?
Yeah, to be the same stop loss. Let's go.
Top 678.9.
678.9.
And the stop loss 633.7.
633.7.
Yes.
So you see, it's still almost.
This is more accurate.
Yes. But this one is more accurate because this one is 9.9.
Yes.
So it's almost 10. So once you are satisfied with losing $10, now that is why I say that the leverage does not matter here, because if you use, for example, now if you use 100%, because although the maximum you can use here, because of it depends on how much you also have, is 50. So use the maximum leverage, because even as you use the maximum leverage, it doesn't matter even if you use slow leverage. When the price still gets it's still close. But the reason you are even using bigger leverage is you know that it's $10 you are willing to lose. But if you don't lose that $10, you will now make 33 point something $. You understand what I mean? So for example, you now make 33.8 if you don't lose the $10.
Yes.
So once you are ready for that, just click on long,
and then you wait.
You can also confirm it here. You see?
Yes.
Order value.
Now, I have a final question so that I leave others to ask. Now, once you have done this and you're waiting for the trade to trigger, right?
Yeah.
So, what else do you do? Do you have to wait to stop it, or you just assume everything is wait for?
So there are two ways to do this. When the trade gets to this stop loss, there are two things that will happen. This stop loss and take profit that we said, there are two things that can happen. If, for example, the trade starts to go to profit, okay, and once this money gets to once this price gets to 678.9, the trade is going to stop automatically. That means you make 33.85.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Then if the market should go against you, maybe let's say the market starts going down. So instead of you to lose all of your money, what you will lose is 9.9, because that's where the trade will stop.
Yes, I understand.
You understand? But there's something else you can also do. Once the trade starts going up, okay?
Yeah.
Once the trade starts going up, you can come here and click on modify again. So once you click on modify, go to stop loss take TPSL, take profits, stop loss. Then you see this your stop loss.
Yeah.
You can then adjust it. Once you are in profit, let's say you've made like $20, you can now come here and adjust your stop loss. You know,
Maybe.
the place where you enter the market is 644, right? So by that time, you can now change it to, let's say, 640, let's say 650.
Okay.
So you see, by this, if the market increases to 6 something, you know, that means that here, even if the market is coming back down, at least if it hits 650, you still make $5.
Okay.
So
But I think
that is what I usually do. Sometimes if the market starts going up, let's just not be greedy. Just come and adjust your stop loss above your entry point, so that even if the market is going to come down, at least you know that you will make some profit instead of loss now.
How did you reach modify? Show me the tab to
Let's go
click
back.
to.
So you see under this order
Modify.
value, just click on modify. If the thing is here, you also see. Let's just, this is 660. So, but let's hope that when it anyway, you see the modify. You only see the modify under any of them.
And this one you do it when you're in the process of the trade.
Yes.
Maybe you're monitoring.
Once the trade has triggered, yes.
Yes.
Let me use one example. Let me use one example. Let me see if we can find an entry point in another coin. So let's look at ETH. This is Ethereum USDT. Let's look at the shorts. Let's see if we can pick a trade in a live trade now, just to show you how it's done. So you see this trade at this time, this is counting. This is 1 minute trade. You see, this is what we call ranging market. You know, it's not going up, it's not going down. It's just between these lines. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, you see this line here and this one. It's not really everything about this 1 minute. It's not going too much up. It's not going too much down. It's just ranging.
Yeah.
So, but you see, it's an up trend, because if you look at this one in 1 minute from here, you see it's going up to here. So if I want to analyze this market now and I want to pick this trade, I can decide to say, okay, if this market should come back here, 2,367, it's most likely that it will go back up again.
Yeah.
But what I would do now is, you see this one is going up now. It will come down. Let it close on this 19. It's counting down. So once it's closed, what we'll do now is, I want to pick a trade. So let's say I want to pick it at market price, so that I want to show you how, that stop loss and all these things work. So let's say that I just pick one. Now I'm not calculating, I'm just using general knowledge. Okay. Then we'll come to stop loss. So I'll say I want the stop loss because I want to long it. So let's say, let me change this to by percentage and say something. So percentage, I change this to percentage so that I can be able to adjust it. So let's say, even if this trade goes against me, all right, what I want to lose is just, let's say, $5. You understand? I'm just using this as an example. Then profits, let's say the market price at the moment is 2,040 something. So let's just say I want to say 2,500. So I'll make 180 something. So I'll just click on confirm. So I'm picking this at market price. Okay. So let's now go to long. So I'll click on long. Can you see the market has already filled now? So can you see I'm in profit, but it's still going down? Can you see?
Yes.
So here, you will not see modify. This is what you see: set, take profit, and stop loss. Can you see? So assuming you want to adjust it now, just click on set it again. So you can adjust it again here. You understand what I mean? So this is where you now adjust it. So let's see. This thing is going up. Oh. At least I'm making 8 something. Wow, 9. So now that I see that I'm in profit, I cannot adjust it to my entry point. So I entered as 2416. So I can adjust this to 2417. So if I put that 2417, that means even if this market closes, I will still make $1. You understand?
Yes.
So, but let's change it to 24. Current price is 2417.
16.
So I'll say no, like this is the current price after the entry point. You see, so it's at 2418 now. I'll say 2416 is it's going down.
Yes,
it's going down. So yeah, so but it's so you see it's going down, it's going up, it's going down, it's going up. But even if I'm going to lose anything now, I won't lose more than that $5. You see, it might likely close very soon now. See, let's look at the way the market is going to react. You see, so I have lost $5 now because I didn't take action in time. But assuming I don't want to lose it, I will just need to adjust it back to that what is it called? Back to that, that end above my entry point. You understand what I mean? So if assuming and you can close the market immediately, I saw that I was in profit. I can close the market immediately as well. So let's see another example. Let me use another coin. XRP. Let's use another coin. Let's use this. So if I look at this one in 1 minute, it's still is in uptrend as well. But you see, so let's long this and see what happens as well. So this one, 75 is the where you can go. So this is. So I put this here. Then I will click on this. I just want to lose. I don't want to lose much. So I just want to lose. If this market goes against me, at least if I lose like $3, it's not much. So that one I will not cry if I lose it. Then here, market price 2 points. So I will now say I want to once this thing, if it gets to 3, imagine with this trade now, if later. Sorry. So let's assume that you see with this trade now, if this trade should continue and let's say this thing gets to $3, if this price of this thing gets to $3, I will have made 1,000 something. So let's click on confirm. So what we want to do is we want to long it. So let's long it and see again. But this one, what I will do is I will close it when I make some profit. You see, I've made some. So you see where it says close by?
Where is it?
Close by.
Yes.
Oh, it's now going down again. But let's see.
Close by is when you now shut off from the market.
Yeah, right? So you can shut it up now. You see, I can just close it. Market price. So I have lost as well, but I close. But assuming as it goes to profit, because I was trying to show you something, immediately it gets to profit, I can just close it if I want.
Okay.
So, but so those are the different ways to edit and change. So you see that my money that was how much before is reduced to 125.
And just to clarify, why does Sola sometimes tell us stop entry?
So sometimes the market, this market, we don't control it. The people who control this thing are usually like banks and all those big people with big money, like Elon Musk. If Elon Musk should go out, let's say Elon Musk wants to enter this market now, he can enter this market with $1 billion. Can you imagine? Yes. So if Elon Musk should buy it now with $1 billion, the market will just continue to be going up. So that is why those kind of people that have big money, or banks that have big money, they're the ones that control it. So that is why people like us, we need to just follow the market. If it's going up, you don't go against it because you don't have much money. How much is your money? But if it's going down, you also follow it down. So that's the way to make money. So what will now happen is sometimes if they analyze the trade, the market can change because big players can come in and then change the market. So that's why Sola can say cancel entry, because the market is no longer, the analysis is no longer valid. You understand what I mean? So
Yes.
that is why they will say that cancel it sometimes. So let's take another question. I hope I've answered all of your questions.
Yes, I finished. But just to for the sake of everyone, when you want to trade on ByBit, you have to transfer the money from unified account to the other one, right?
For on ByBit, if you need to, your asset will normally be in. It will be in funding. So you need to now transfer it from funding to unified. Yeah, so that's the way to transfer it. So if you don't want to withdraw, I think you now transfer it back to funding so that you can withdraw. But on Binance, let's go to Binance. If you are trading on Binance, okay, you need to your fund will be in assets. So you transfer from spot to USDT M futures. All right. So So for example, I have money. I have like 100 and something USDT in spot right now. I can transfer it to make sure that it's in USDT unified. So you see USDT M futures. There's isolated all this, but M futures is what you need. So I can come here and transfer it there. So it has been transferred. So I can go to futures. This is futures. I can now go to futures and trade. All right. So the way they do it is the same thing. So they have cross, they have isolated. All right. So cross is where. So for example, let's say you want to pick trade on this Tao USDT, or if you are searching for any trade, you just come here, search for it. We have dog USDT, for example. So this is also where you change the limits. You also have market order. You have limits. Let's put this one as limit, for example. So you see, they also have advanced. They say please enter. So for example, let's say I want to trade with this amount now. Let's go to advanced and see. So you see, they also have advanced. They have market. They have offset. So what they say you should change it to in that Sola's listing is P and L. Change it to P and L. All right. So let's say take profits and all of that. This is where you also do the settings. Okay, mark price. Okay, so if I click on take profit now, if I say my take profit is let's say is 0.3. It's just that they don't show how much. If, in that ByBit, when I click on 0.3, it will tell me how much I am going to. Okay, it also shows here, but you have to open it. So, and then let's say my stop loss. So this one I can put it at percentage so that I can adjust it, but you can also put it at here. So I want to say my stop loss is what is the market price at the moment? What is the market price?
For what?
For this particular thing. So the market price is 0.22559. So 0.22559. So I can just go to stop loss. Okay, let me first put it here. 0.2250. So let's say 0.2250. So I can go and edit it on the advanced. So that means I'll be losing $1.90 USDT if I enter this trade and I lose. So let's go to the market price. So let me see how the trade is. So this is where you analyze their own market. So it's uptrend in a daily candle. Okay, let's look at just 1 minute and see what is happening. So 1 minute is more or less a downtrend for now. Okay, so let's just go back. Let's assume that I want to enter this trade. I want to enter with, it seems like it has cancelled the, What is happening? Dog. Oh yeah, it's still there. So here now I'll lose $2. All right, because it has gone up further. So let's say I want to buy. So you can just buy it here. I've already set stop loss, everything like that. So you see, it's currently at profit. It's go down again. Okay, so it's right. You see, right now I've lost money again. So that is basically how you can pick trade in both platforms. You can look at. It's very important to put stop loss no matter what, because if you don't add stop loss, your money can be gone. Because if the trade continues to go down, if you don't put stop loss, and this is at cross, all of your money will just wipe off. So that is why it is very important that you start putting stop loss in. I mean, that you use stop loss no matter what. Put stop loss, because it's better to lose some of your money than to lose all of your money. And when you lose like at least maybe 2 trades in a day, it's better for you not to just pick any other trade. Just wait for the following day, because this thing it plays with emotions. Because if you lose 1 or 2 trades, you will say you want to get your money back. You want to get your money back, and that way you will now want to enter the trade with emotion. In fact, this thing, I'm speaking from experience, because it affected me too. I've lost a lot of money from trading like this. So it's not. That's why there's no platform that is trading that you will not lose. It's just that it's better to have more wins than loss. So that is the way it was. So these are the just simple ways to trade on the 2 platforms. Is that all?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay, somebody else raised up his hand the other time. Okay, is there any more question? If there's no question, I think we can stop here. Any other question? If you have question, please raise up your hand. Just click on this. You know, this thing that looks like mic, but your own will not be mic. It will be somebody raising up his hand. All right, I think you have asked all their questions.
Yes, but just maybe the final question for them for the sake of everyone. We were dealing with this was limit, right?
Yeah.
So for market, we don't need to
I've done both limit and market. Market.
Oh yes.
There are times that they will send, for example, if they are going to send market price, that one you don't. All you need to do is, just like the way I was calculating my stop loss and, for example, if they say enter this trade at market price, just come here, put your, because you won't be able to calculate the order value at that time. So just come here, put the amount you are willing to lose. For example, let's go back to ByBit.
ByBit, yes, ByBit is better.
So let's go to trade. For example, let's say you want to enter this trade. Just come here, put an amount. You can just maybe 50% of 5% of your capital. So for example, here the cost is $31, but that doesn't mean that it's all of your $31 that you want to go. So you now come to this stop loss, change it to, so this one you can leave this one on what is it called? Okay, click on this. You can leave it at trigger by percentage. You understand? So so that you can be able to pull this. So you can say, okay, how much are you willing to lose? I'm willing to lose $5. You understand? So if they say enter at market price, then they usually tell you the take profit. All right. So let's say you now put the take profits at 2.3900. So let's say that's the take profit. Just click on confirm, and then you just click on long immediately.
And the leverage?
And leverage, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, especially if you are willing, if you know how much you are willing to lose, but you can just make. So once you are good with that market price, you just click on long. So if you click on long now, this one now is, look at this, it's going down again. So you can, once you are, let's say that now that I'm in profit, I can just click on close by, and then I'll close. So you see, I've made money now.
How do you know it's going up?
No, you'll be seeing plus and you'll be seeing plus and minus. I mean, you'll be seeing that thing will be green. So
Yes.
you see, I've sold something here. Let's wait for this thing to come down. We'll enter the market again.
Okay, okay.
If this you know this one here, let's wait for it to come down. If it comes down, we can enter again and see if we can make one. Don't be doing this kind of trading, though. It's not healthy. It's just because I'm teaching you.
Yes.
Because some people like, okay, let's wait for it to come down. If you go and click on it, it just be going down again. So now, let's see, because this one is saying, you see? Can you see? Let's assume that I think that it will come down and I'll sell. You see, it will just go up again. So let's try. Let's wait for this to finish counting down. This 44 seconds. But you see that it's going up. As me, I left that trade, it will still continue. That means I would have made more than that $1 something. But let's wait for this countdown to finish. This is on 31, so that a fresh candle, will see how that candle is going to react. Is it going to go down or going to go up? You can even view it in seconds. You see the way it's going in seconds. It's going poop, poop, poop. It's going up and down. Let's go back to 1 minute. So we have 14 seconds left. So we've already set it. So you come here, set your how much do you want to lose. So let's say I want to lose. I'm willing to lose just $2. That is 4%. Then this one I can put it at anything, for now. So let's say this. So I'll put it, and then you see that thing has finished counting down. Let's click on long now. You see? So can you see now? Do you see it's going down? This is minus. Can you see what I'm talking about? Saba? Yes. This guy has gone. What I'm losing money to teach you something. You are doing something.
No, I've understood.
Okay, so this is it. 2 point is going down now. Can you see now?
Yes.
If it starts going up, it's going up now because it's 1 point something. It's going up. Let's see.
4.5 going down.
1.2, that is up. Because that is minus. So if this minus is increasing, it means it's going down more. You see?
Yes.
So let's see how this trade will work. How much did I say I was willing to lose? You see? That's a loss now. So that is basically, normally if I take time to analyze the trade, we can give it a better, what is it called? Like a better, like stop loss, entry point, and all that. Can you see it's come down? Now, if this trade should come here, there is a high chance that it's going to go up again. If it should come to this, let's see. If this trade should come down to this, if this trade should come down to, this price point, there's a high chance that it's going to go up again because that is the resistance. You see that place? That's 2.3741.
Yes.
There is a high chance it will bounce up. Look at what is going to happen. Do you see? Now it's not even touching it again because that place is a resistance level. So it is high chance that this trade is still going to go up because let's see what has happened in the past. Can you see? Now there's a resistance here that it's testing. You see this resistance?
Mm-hmm.
That is what it's testing now. So this is going to be an uptrend. It's going to be an uptrend in the next few minutes because it's going to go up because of this resistance. Look, can you see what I'm talking about here?
Yes. I can follow.
So it is high chance. There is a high chance that the trade is going to go up from this place because in the past it also went up. So if you come here, there is a high chance, you see, it's going up again. So because it has gone up in the past around that level, you see now it's going up again. So
yes.
So that's how to analyze. That is just like I said. I will send you guys an ebook so that you learn all of these candles. They have their meanings. So trading is not easy, but it's possible. So You can also even snap picture. If you are using ChatGPT Pro, I think you can also use the free one. You can also snap the picture, and then let's go to ChatGPT. You know, I'll say, okay, analyze this trade for me. So analyze this for me. All right. But let's see if it's going to analyze it very well. You see, it's a based on 1 minute chart of XRP USDT from ByBit. Here is a quick analysis. Current price, recent lows, short term, drop sharply from 2 point something, moving average, stochastic was this trade idea. Now, this is the trade idea. If you are looking for a quick long, potential entry around current price, 2.3 something, stop loss, and then take profit. First target could be near recent highs. Can you see how it's analyzed it now?
Yes.
So you say potential entry 2.380. So if you come to, let's say, 2.380, so it's a 2.380. You can enter the trade around this 2.380. Then you say you should stop loss. Your stop loss should be 2.3708. 2.3708. 2.3708. This thing, their interface is 2.3. Maybe because I'm charging. Because I was charging it as well. 2.3708 is somewhere. 2.3708. 708. Okay. 708. Okay. So you have to put your stop loss somewhere here. You understand? Because ChatGPT knows that if this trade is gonna go down, usually if it gets any trade that is gonna go down now, usually if it gets here, it will most likely bounce up back. You understand? So you can still enter this trade if you are willing to put your stop loss here. So now with this, now I can now say, okay, assuming I can even just say I'm willing to risk $5 for this. Can you see? So let's see, it will not give me the setup. Can you see? Entry point. Should I use the current price as entry point? I say yes. Value 333. So if I want to enter this trade at 3.380 now, I can just come to long. So the other value is what? 333, right? Is it 333? Yeah, 333. Then entry, remember it is limit. The entry is 2.380. But because it has even gone down now, it's 2.380. So I can pick it up from this one because it has gone down. You understand? So I can just put it at market because it has gone down more than 3.380. You see it will go up now from this point. So I will now put 3333 here. Then the stop loss. What did they say we should put at the stop loss? Stop loss, do you want it to set it at just below the reset? 2.365. 2.365. 2.365. So I'm willing to lose 1 point something.
No, you have to do P&L, eh?
For
limit.
Well, let's see. Yeah. Let's look at this. 2.365. 2.365. It's the same thing. All right, it's the same thing. I don't know because I told you I'm willing to risk $5. Normally it should be more than that. Okay, you know the price is changing, so that might be reason. You understand?
Yes.
The price that it gave us is higher, so that's why it's not like that. So I can say take profit. What is the take profit, Seth? 2.41. So I can say 2.41. 2.41. So I'm willing. I'll be making 4 something. So let's see. let's check it out and see what happens. So look at the thing. So we see we are at profit now. So what we can do now that we know that we are at profit, I can close this market. You understand? So I'll just click on close buy.
Yes.
I'll just close. So I've made little profit. So that is how to do it. But look, ChatGPT is not going to be accurate, because if you're going to do analysis, you need to analyze it from the longer hours first. You understand? Especially if you're going to enter the trade at a very long time. You need to first analyze it from the longer hours, for example, maybe daily candles. All right. So if you come here, you first look at daily. What is happening daily? Daily now, you see we are in a downtrend in a daily candle. Can you see from here? It's going down right now. It's still down. It's still a downtrend. It's still a downtrend. So, but if you go to, you can even check for maybe monthly first. You see, in a monthly, it's in uptrend monthly, right? Because it has not. What we mean by that trend is, if this thing should come back to this one, now we know that it has gone down. But right now, it's still not lower than these longer candles. So if you go to daily, you see, the candles that are coming down, they are not lower than the other higher candles. For example, if you look at this one, so you see that this one is still here. So this one is uptrend in a daily candle. Okay, but if we look at this up, you see, here now is downtrend. If you look at the longer view, now you see, from here,
Yes.
so you see it's downtrend because it has not gone over the peak of the highest candle. So if you look at this under 4 hours, 4 hours is uptrend here. Or if let's look at the bigger view. Yeah, under 4 hours is uptrend. Can you see everything is going up? It's uptrend under 4 hours. So you can look at a buying opportunity here. If I'm going to buy anything here now, I'll probably wait for it to come back to this angle and then set a buy limit. You understand? Because here, as it was coming down here, it's now going up. But this is not a good buy, actually. A good buy would be around here. Okay? Because you see, this candle, it's from here, it goes up. So this is just simple ways to look into the market. Have I entered the market for that Sola one? Okay, yeah, you see that Sola one is we are still waiting for it to enter. All right. So that is how to go about it. Any other question?
We will wait for the ebook.
Yes, I will send the ebook to you guys. So yeah, I think you seem to have answered the question. You seem to have, ask questions for other people. So there will also be a recording of this, so I will send it to the group
Okay.
later on, and I will also send you guys the ebook as well. And if anybody is watching this later on, of course, just join our group using the link in the description so that you will get the ebook as well. So guys, take care, and I wish you the very best. If you have any question, of course, you can drop it in the group. Okay? Take care.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.